Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, race fans, welcome. We're here at the Monster Mile, and what that means, old Miles, he's chomping at his gums tonight to maybe try to chew up some cars. But I tell you what, RSR Racing League here at Dover Downs for Mile tonight. These guys are gridding it up. Well, we got a new sponsor out here, as always. Got Corey up here in the booth with me. We got Sheffield Graphics. Gonna put the pole award, and guess who gets that? Matthew Rush here tonight. Well, that's a good thing there. Or you want to run us down top 10 here, man?
Yeah, sure, man. Starting on the pole, you got Matthew Rush and that number 11 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro. Starting on the outside of him, it'll be the number 34 of Nolan Potter. Row number 2, it's going to be the 29 of Curtis Preston. On the outside of him, it will be the number 2 of Zach Schreitnell. Starting row number 3 on the inside, it will be the number 4 Chevrolet Camaro of Brock Potter. Starting alongside of him, MP number 6, it will be the 16 of Matt Brock. Starting in row 4 in the number 89 Good Wrench Services Chevrolet Camaro number 89 of Sean Smith. Outside of him, it will be the number 12 of Craig Burns. And rounding out in row number 5, it will be the number 3 of Robert Fitzpatrick, and outside of him, starting P10, rounding out top 10, it will be that number 68 Waterford Concepts, number 68 Chevrolet Camaro of Andrew Little.
Man, I tell you what, Corey, we've got a good field out here, and it's been some good racing so far. In Dover, it's going to be a tough track. They call it the Monster Mile here because Miles, he loves, miles out there. He likes chewing up cars, and this place can be a handful. Now, I know you said you've never seen it from a different perspective other than being in the car. And that's what I like. I like drivers to kind of, get up in the booth a little bit and see what it's like different than what it is in the car, because you can see a lot more, see some different aspects. One thing we always talk about is not a flat track. Getting set to go green here at Dover.
Yeah, here they go. They're going. Matthew Rush and Nolan Potter pretty much even on that start. They're going to be dead even still into turn number 2. Nolan Potter's going to have run. Oh, a little loose, and he's sideways, crashing already. A big one on the backstretch. He's seeing that all live.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to tell you, and just like that, about ready to, talk about it early here in the race, but that coming off those turns, it's kind of like a hump there, it's like a bump or so forth. Then boom, you're done. But boy, that's a big one. Let's back and watch that again, because that took a lot of cars out. A lot of good cars, because it happened up front here on the start. Lost it coming out the turn. Nolan Potter. Watch it one more time here. Man, good looking car too, but came off into the turn like you said, and next thing you know, this thing just looped out from under him. Now you gotta look too, tire wear. Remember tires here, still kind of cold. Well, then he hits the 4 car, the 4 goes up, the 89 goes into there, and it's just nowhere to go. Boy, the 89 got sent to the moon.
A lot of carnage. That took out a good half the field. Now remember, people, these drivers do have one faster pair, so they'll be able to hop in the pits and pick them up a new car.
One thing we noticed, and we talked about this the other week, this track, it is not self-cleaning, and you just saw right there, and again, we spoke of that before on some of the other tracks. You saw there, car went down low, but then instantly came right back up the track. A lot of times they go down, straight back down the track and they stay there, but this place is not. So usually when there's a big wreck like that, you just gotta hold your breath. Don't know where it's gonna, or where the car's gonna go.
I like to call that hammered down and hope you don't hit anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, I tell you, we got some money on the line tonight. Obviously, because one of them being Ore Central, which is our caution sponsor here tonight, and we're under caution. They always put out we call it the caution challenge. If it's 6 or less cautions, now obviously we do have 2 stages. They got to take the 2 stage cautions out of it. So technically 4 cautions, really, is what we've already just had 1 there. They give $20 to the stage winner, $25 to the winner. Some guys already get 2 of those stages, and another guy get the win there. So they paid out, but already 1 of the 4 in. Obviously the other 2 out of the 6 is due for stages. Not only that, we got a sponsor for the winner, and that would be obviously the sponsor of the race tonight, JSexcel Construction. Hope I said his company name right.
Yeah, JSexcel Construction.
Yeah, or JSXL or something. We'll just say it like that. He's going to give 5 to the pole winner. Obviously, that's going to go to Matthew, and 20 to the winner here tonight. So, good run there on his end. Appreciate those guys coming on board, sponsoring the race here tonight. Also got a wild card, RSR Racing League, going out some wild card stuff. We saw this like the other week. Kind of cool. Is anybody who finishes on the lead lap, they got to have 3 sets of tires. Remember, they got tire limits here. You have 3 sets of tires. Yep, there you go. You gotta have 3 sets left. They'll pay. It says, and has 3 sets of tires in the pits. You will be paid 15. So I'm gonna tell you, winner can walk away here tonight with a bunch of money. you could walk away out of here tonight with pretty good. So we'll keep talking about it throughout the race, and man, that's what makes it exciting and fun.
Yeah, it does. I love seeing all the money, and wish I could be down there getting all that money.
Be the one causing wrecks.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't hit that. We probably wouldn't go under the 6 cautions if you were down there with me, yeah.
Going in. Or I'd either be in the back, so it wouldn't matter anyways. Matthew Rush, man, out front. Zach up in second. Like old Zach's paint job. He got Krispy Kreme because I like donuts. Waffle House. Holy cow. That's a combination. Woo.
Well, so far tonight, your biggest mover is that 84 Daniel Gonzalez. He got through that wreck. Moved himself up from 16th all the way to 7th.
Nice looking car. Kind of like a hippie mobile. Actually, it is. It's the Cheech and Chong. That is Cheech and Chong. Check it out. Yeah, man.
Oh, pretty good.
I know it does. Who painted, but it's a weed mobile. Well, I hope he ain't driving high. Hope he can stay out front. Go on, Steve. How you doing? Go, Craig Burns. Craig Burns. Craig in here? Yeah, Craig's there. Craig's back here at 16th. There you go. What's up, Steve? How you doing? I appreciate everybody tuning in. We're on Facebook, YouTube, RSR Network. Like what you see, like it, share. And out there, Steve pulling for old Craig. Got a little time. We're in the caution here for the first time. And let's see. Here, what we got for our look at lap 45, huh? Right.
Lap 45 for stage 1. It does look like we got pace car lights shut off, so this restart's going to be old school, single file.
All right, nice. We're going to go back to the old way. File start here. Pace car's in. Going back green flag. Matthew wastes no time. Get a jump out front. And the 3 machine there, Robert, he's going to see if he can't drive down on the inside, though.
Yeah, Matthew got a pretty big jump on that restart, as well as the number 2 of Zach. They both got well ahead of the field on that restart. Caught everybody else sleeping. They're gone.
Absolutely. Good run so far, but everybody kind of single file. Let's go back here around about the 8th, 9th place spot. Look, Marco's there. Got Grant, Michael. See what's happening a little further on back. But, everybody's still kind of single file around. There you go, Michael Martino. He's got his face on the front of his hood, so we don't want to smack that up too much tonight.
He does not, as the 28 blows his door off as Michael got up into the marbles there. Now upset the car real bad.
Craig on the move. He's up to 14th. A little passing right there. He's going to work over Scott Taylor for the moment. But right now, everybody's kind of just spread out a little bit. Probably see, battle here and there. Kind of just looking throughout the field. Then what we see, watching old Craig here, he's going to work over Scott. See if we can't get that position. Ain't quite get it yet.
Not quite yet. These tires at Dover, they chew through the tires real easy, and you'll see guys that save the tires tonight that are able to maybe pick up a couple extra spots as the runs go on, but other than that, it's mostly single file.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and that's kind of what the single file start is doing, is, kind of cleaning up with the caution challenge out here. They definitely want to see if they can't get the money paid out and whatnot. So Michael right now hanging on to the 9th place spot. Still all Matthew out front leading. A good lead over Zach right now.
You got a good 10 car lengths, 10, 15 car lengths every second place. Matthew does.
And like I say, one thing. What's that?
Just out there cruising.
Oh yeah. One thing we was talking about earlier, Dover, unique style track. It is obviously 1 mile in length there, all concrete, but one of the major things about it is that it's never flat here. Even in the turns and the straightaway, you can see that. But it's kind of uniquely different from where we were at Bristol. Bristol kind of the same way, but yet Bristol kind of tapered off and kind of level. Here you can see it's a dip to the front straight. And I'm going to tell you, there's a bump as a driver. Hit right there, so just watched Scott Taylor. It's almost like the car can lose some air coming off the turn, and that thing will actually, it'll either send the rear end around or actually can send the front end straight to the wall.
Yeah, and I've been on that end of the spectrum. You come out of turn 2, and it's like you go airborne, you go back down in turn number 3, you hit a big old bump, and you almost feel like all 4 tires are off the ground.
And it's really prominent when you're up underneath another car because you're getting pinched down a little bit, and you just don't have that, you can't let the car kind of glide up the track coming out of the turn. You have to kind of leave it down there. So it's really, really bad when you're trying to pass another machine and you're down low. That's why we see a lot of times the lower, the car on the inside kind of lose traction on a slide. But then again, sometimes the car on the outside just gets up there and bangs off the wall. So it happens. It's just one of these unique style tracks. I mean, you can actually see from that angle of the camera, you can see almost like a U dip on the front stretch there. So wild style track here, but they call it the Monster Mile here because they got the big statue there. They call him Miles the Monster. Loves chewing up some cars here. Awesome run so far, though. A few little battles throughout the field. Everybody's kind of still single file. Good racing so far.
Yeah, you got a pretty good battle for about 15th. And battle's heating up for around 10th place, 9th place spot between Scott Taylor and Craig Burns, and Harold Glaucon's about to get in that little mix, and Michael Hero.
And that's due to pretty much tires right now. Kind of tires. Everybody's kind of feeling out what they got. Right now, tire wear, like you just said, going to become an issue and a factor. So Craig actually on the move. He done well. He was back to 16th place there one time, and he's up to 10th. Yeah, I saw that. Man, hard lick the wall. Try to watch it again, but saw the car go flying across the screen. What happened to him?
He may have had some help.
All right, well, let's check it out and see. Right there. I know he wasn't near Craig, because we were near Craig. Watching him right here. Yeah, I saw it. All I saw was the car go flying across the screen into the wall.
Yeah, he had a little bit of help from 21 of David Hall.
Oh, yeah. And it almost looked from the angle, too, that the car might have got tight. He had to let up off that turn, because, boy, that 21 closed in that gap awful fast.
Yeah,
real
I think
fast.
27 got tight and loose.
Yeah, because he closed that gap up real quick right there. Came up on him really fast. Well, pit stops. Be interesting. I think 4 tires. I mean, I think it's early for pit stops. I mean, it's 21 laps in.
It's over, man. Tires get chewed up pretty quick here. You go about 5 laps and you're screaming for tires at your crew chief.
Yeah.
I'd say most of these guys are gonna get 4 fresh good years.
I think the tire limit's going to come a factor here in this race. I think it's going to come down to tire management towards the end. I actually got a couple guys there. Looks like J.R. Miller. He got fuel only. Or Zach got fuel only, excuse me.
Yeah.
Looks like Matthew took 4. A couple guys didn't go out, but yeah, it looks like Zach and David Edwards both look like they just took fuel only.
And speaking of fuel, I think these guys can make it just about 59 laps under fuel. I may be wrong, but looking at the fuel, the gallons they put in this car, which was 45% fuel, I think they can get about 55 laps in.
Well, Mike, he told me you're supposed to have a head on the front of your car, so I don't know what your paint job's supposed to look like, man. Black with purple on the bottom and a big head on the hood. White in the back. I have no clue. Now, as far as the numbers go, I think Corey already explained that part. That's the custom number part.
Yeah.
But I'm showing him a black car, purple stripe, white stripe in the back, and a big head. The glasses on the hood. That sound about right? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, he sent me a selfie and told me to do like the Corey LaJoy.
Well, he's saying it's difference.
Yeah,
he
he's saying it ain't working on his end.
Well, he said this. He said my paint scheme is actually working. Oh, it's actually working on your end, but oh, okay. I thought it said the other way around. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Me and sorry about that, Mike. Me and Corey was talking earlier about it, and yeah, I don't know. The only thing I could tell you to do there, Mike, and I've had this issue before with trading paints. It's I mean, short from obviously logging out of the server and back in, which you can't do that now, then you lose your spot. But kill trading paints, and when I say kill it, I mean actually kill it. Log out of it, or not log out of it, but you know, kill it out of the taskbar and all that, and then bring it back up and let it sit or see if it re-downloads everything. I've had to do that a couple times. It's worked. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit when you do a new paint job. Maybe you could try that and see. Other than that, at least we got you out there, man. You know, showing your face on the car. You got a little brush up on your lip though. Or under caution too, though.
Ding in the back.
Yeah, a little ding in the back too. Under caution 2 here. Oh, caution 2 here tonight, so that's 2 of the 4. Bad mind.
That's 2 race incident cautions.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had my issues and run around there, Mike, man, with the old trading paints. You know, it's programmed sometimes, and when it works great. Sometimes when it don't, it can make you want to pull your hair out, which that might have been a wrong term to use, but maybe on your end, bang your head against the wall. How's that? Oh, lights off on pace car. Looks like I'm going back double file this time, so.
Yeah, and I think the reason we went single file on that first restart is because we had a caution immediately off the start.
Yeah. Well, you know, either way, obviously, you know, the single file is going to bring about, and I guess, you know, you could go back and forth on it all night, but cleaner restarts. Now, here's the thing, though. We've got guys on different style tires now, so really it's not going to matter what you do. You could actually have them spread out throughout the field. It wouldn't matter, because top 2 guys look like they're just one of them, actually Scott Taylor, looks like he didn't even get, and another one just field only, but the rest of the guys behind him, all 4 tires. I think it won't take long, maybe a couple turns here, they're going to be on them, because this is Dover. It's not like the other tracks where track position is more of a crucial thing. Here, I think tires play more dividend than track position. Because like you said, tires get chewed up so much here.
Yeah, and as you can see there, Scott got a decent enough jump. He'll be able to hold off these guys on newer tires for a couple of laps at the very least.
Yep. And you're right, he will.
How much he saved.
And you'll see it right here. Yeah, I mean, just instantly Matthew right there to those new tires, able to just drive it down the inside, and just like that. I mean, like you said, he'll be able to hold them off maybe a lap or 2, but it won't be long. Here you go. See, this track's just way different than what you know, we talk about, like maybe an auto club or, you know, Vegas or something, where yeah, a no tire, 2 tire stop, and track position would definitely be, you know, favorable, and you actually probably could hold those guys off for quite a while. Here, I'm not saying you couldn't hold them off, but you're against the 8 ball really a lot if you try it.
Yeah, as we can see there, Scott, he just lost 5 spots, and he got up in the wall. They're 3. They almost went 4 wide.
And here's where the thing is, you got to be careful. You know you own 4 tires. You know you're fast. You know you're a lot faster than the guy out there that's on older tires. You still got to race smart. And Mark, again, in the wall. We got another crash. Oh, saw that 89 just tear him apart. But real quick there, it's a runner caution. You still got to be smart. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. You come through the field, got to race smart. You don't want to run nobody over. So, hey, be patient. You got time to come through the field. You know you're faster. There's no, I don't want to say rush, but there really is no rush.
No, there really isn't a rush around this place. You want to bide your time. You want to be smooth on the steering input. You want to be smooth on the throttle input, smooth on the brake input. And it's going to come down to whoever can have the best tires at the end, really.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're under caution here over Speedway for the RSR, yeah, for the Ore Central caution here tonight, sponsor, and JSexcel Construction out there is the sponsor here tonight for the race. I want to appreciate those guys coming on board. Awesome there. RSR, man, we got good stuff, man, here. Over, it's proven. The old Monster Mile right now, been a monster.
You've been a car crusher.
Oh yeah, Miles loves it. Well, 50.
Correct me if I'm not wrong, but I do believe that Jim Beam logo got a little bit more shinier from past weeks.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Did it?
It looks to be.
Still got Jim Beam on it. There you go. Well, I'll tell you, if it's appreciate everybody tuning in. If it's your first time, man, watching tonight, definitely y'all Aaron, hit that follow there on the OSR Network on the Facebook for more racing. We do a lot of dirt track and style racing. Love dirt racing.
Zach Eaglin says, "Let's get it, Craig Burns."
I know he's out there pulling old Craig.
Craig's back in, where is Craig at? He's in 7th right now.
Yeah, he's moving up, man. Remember, hit there one time he was 10th.
Yeah, he was.
Good showing by him.
Now, I think Craig said he wanted to switch over to the Chevy, and looks like the team brought the Mustang this week.
We'll see. Good choice. Because if we'd have been in a Chevy, he'd been back in 20th.
Hey, now.
I mean, he probably wouldn't even got off the trailer. But I mean, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that it would have cranked. I'm showing my biasness now. I better hush. Oh man, I tell you. Well, it is good. I like the fact now that I don't know. I still liked it better when it was the Impala versus the other one. I like the Fusion. Yeah, Fusion and the Impala. I like that because Cup cars was more of which was in line of, I don't know, different. But they brought up the Mustang and the Camaro, which is an old. I mean, that rivalries went back for not bad.
Then you got the Toyota Camry.
Yeah, and then you got the Toyota Tron. And it's kind of oddball. Kind of an oddball. It fit when it was the Fusion and Impala. It really just don't fit in between the two muscle cars of the Camaro and the Mustang. Which, and I get, it's all marketing. Obviously it's, well, I know it's one of Ford's top selling, well, I don't want to say top selling, but it's one of Ford's oldest and most famed cars. The Camaro Should be, but I'm gonna say the Vet probably holds more just because the Camaro, well, unfortunately, it's gonna have 2 runs of being discontinued, and have a famed car that you're doing that to. Wait a minute, that comes wrong. So, don't ever think we'll see the Corvette NASCAR, which they could. It is a. They could. They could. Yeah.
They might.
Who knows? NASCAR, man. Lord knows what they're gonna have. They're gonna have spaceships out here for us over with. In the future. Getting back green. Matthews. Been Matthew Rush up front though. He's been doing pretty good. Well, Robert Fitzpatrick's right there.
A lot of the guys that are typically up front are the ones up front tonight so far.
You know, who it really helped that caution right there real quick, really did help Scott Taylor. Remember, he didn't pit. And back in 17th, but was able to grab him the 4 tires that he needed. Now, obviously, we're still looking, what is it, lap 60 here.
Lap 45.
45, my bad. So, we know they could go that distance. Most of these guys. Most of them already took 1 set of tires. We'll be close on the tire sets here tonight.
Yeah, it very well could be. As Matthew gets a pretty good jump out. High side, they just did not go. Andrew Little on back. The high side was caught sleeping.
They did. Good battle here for second, though. Curtis Preston there working over Robert on the back end, trying to look at the inside. He, right now's the time to do it. We don't really speak much about it, but this is where you want to try to make your aggressive move. It's a fine line between being aggressive and overdriving. You've got to be kind of aggressive a little early to get that move because you know those tires are going to fall off. And when they do, it's pretty much just going to be kind of a single file and even. You might have a pass here and there every once in a while.
Yeah, as you see Curtis, he's about to get up on the back bumper of Matthew. He may even look as Matthew gets a little loose coming out of turn number 2. And Curtis goes up, turn 3, Matthew down low. He's gonna be a little tight, smacks the wall a little bit.
Perfect example of what we was talking about earlier. That bump there, got that rear end a little bit loose, smacked it up there at the top like you said, coming off. Then again, he could be doing a little, mirror driving, worrying about what Curtis is doing back there. Got a battle around about the 7th place spot. A few cars there making some passes. That's old Grant Canfield. We got an Earthmobile. Super Soaker. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking paint.
Yeah. I like looking at the paint jobs there. Oh! Cheech and Chong went up there and tried to get him a donut out of the back of Zach. Told you. Man's getting the munchies. And went up there and punched him in the back.
Yeah, battle's good and intense between those two. Here comes Skittlemobile of Nolan Potter.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, they going to make Daniel hungry. But he's got Skittles behind him, donuts in front of him. Man, better get out of the way. He's going to start wrecking cars. He's like, wait a minute. He's going up underneath to take that spot away, though. Good pass.
Yeah, that was a perfectly executed pass going down into turn number 3 and out of court.
Absolutely. Behind him, though, got the Michael Martino and looks like Anthony Gons. Is that right? Oh,
yeah.
He just went there and slapped the wall.
Here comes Jack Daniels, machine driven by David Edwards. He's making a little bit of progress.
He is. Well, Michael right there behind him in 12th. And this is what you're going to see. Obviously, they get fanned out a little bit, single file, but then you see these little battles. They might be single file for a lap or so. Next thing you know, they're making a pass here and there. And Jeffrey Knight around. Yellow flag is out.
Yep. Jeffrey Knight.
I'm gonna say that's gonna put us into our stage. What happened to Jeffrey here fast, but. That should put us into our stage because our stage is lap 45. We're not going to get back green for it. And See what happened to old Jeffrey right here. Tore the front end of that Mountain Dew car up. Side by side. Oh, he just bumped the wall on the straightaway. Huh. It just got destroyed from the front. I don't know what will happen here. Crazy. Okay, so now, wait a minute. Hold on a second here, Corey. This is essentially going to be the stage, but I've got to throw this out because technically the stage isn't till lap 45. And whoever completes lap 45 is the stage winner. With that said, Matthew Rush is on pit road.
Yeah, that's what's confusing me.
If Andrew Little stays out, now obviously he's taking a gamble staying out, and it goes back by virtue of what the lap should be, even though this caution came out beforehand, and this would technically be your caution for the stage, but yet it's not the stage. You know, folks, just bear with me here. And obviously, you know, it's the league. They can make their own rule. I don't want to, you know, what I'm saying set in stone. But by my interpretation of what it should be, it should be
lap 45.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see. Maybe we'll get confirmation from somebody out there that will. Just or something, but it's interesting because you know, most of the time when we hit a caution right at the stage, it was actually on the stage lap.
My understanding is...
Well, we know it'll be stage in, but what we're asking is, since it is stage, if it's stage end, did it end with the caution? Or does it end with at lap 45? So basically, did Matthew hold on to it? That in a nutshell, did he win the stage? That's what we're wondering. Because he was leading it when the caution came out. Oh, yeah. And you can see where it could become a little bit confusing and so forth. So you're going to end it at 43. So they could have put... Well, they're going to end it at 43 instead of the 45 again. Ryan, it would have been more controversial to say 45, man. That would have been
more interesting.
Yeah, more drama, man. Come on, you're not working with us up here. Man, I had everybody going, and right now we're just gonna let it go.
Come on, Ryan.
I know.
Controversy.
I tell you. He'd have all his drivers confused. Because if I'm not mistaken, Corey, I don't know if you know. Obviously, I don't watch NASCAR as much as I used to watch. If I'm not mistaken on how like stages would work in the real world, if I'm not mistaken, they work the same as the way as I said. Just because a caution might fly before, still wouldn't. Do they go off of that caution or do they go off of the lap? I don't know. Tell me.
I think they go off the lap, and in real life, they close the pit road for two to go to the stage end.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure, and that's why I brought it all up here, you know, anyway. So, and I can see why Andrew's staying out then. That would be the only reason I would see why Andrew, Michael, and Kevin were staying out. Well, Kevin, he pitted at lap 30, but Andrew and Michael pitted at lap 21. There's no reason for them to stay out, other than the fact that they're thinking, hey, we're going to win the stage. Because they're about to get, unfortunately, they got a lot of cars behind them on some new tires. When I say new, they're about 20 lap new tires.
Yeah, these guys are about to get their doors blown off by the
Yeah.
newer cars.
And I hope, if they get a quick, we don't want to see it, but if they do get a quick caution, pays way dividends for them. But my only thing that I could see the reason why they were staying out is they were under the assumption of, like what we were talking about, that the stage was going to end at lap 45. They would have won that, and then obviously we're going back at lap 47. They could have went in after that, after they led that lap, went in, got their tires, and went. Now they're kind of stuck up front. We've seen what happens either way. Pace cars in. The drama up here. That's what it's all about. What do they call that? Investigative reporting.
Yeah.
We go.
All right, pretty good.
Green flag.
Andrew getting out there by a good 5 car lengths, now about 7 car lengths. He's going to be able to hold off at least all those guys that got newer tires for a few more laps. And
Andrew Little.
Matthew.
Almost. Man, what a save. What a save. Matthew, that was Matthew, my bad. Matthew right there. Whew. What a save, man, by that car. Wow.
Yeah, that was a pucker up moment.
That's going to give Andrew a little breathing room out front.
Yeah, that'll bide some time on these guys with older tires.
Yes, it will. Oh, right there, boy, that was close. Oh, Craig Burns up to 5th. An outstanding job tonight. He might pull this thing off. We don't want to jinx him.
No, we don't want to jinx him. He about won last week at Bristol and came up a couple laps too short after dominating that race.
Got a little punched in on the nose there. Tires might help him a little bit. Robert Fitzpatrick, though, the top guy on newer tires, and you can already see those tires paying dividends right there. He's just starting to work through the field.
Yep, he'll diving underneath Michael Martino. And Martino just brushed to the side of his face up into the outside retaining wall.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get out of the way there, pretty much. Like, hey, guys, I know y'all faster. Take off.
He's just trying to get out of the way, and Marble sucked him up in.
Yeah, one time, I don't think it'll take long. You'll see Robert up here on the back end of Andrew. You can already see Andrew's car drifting up the track, kind of hard there, kind of pushing the turn. He can't get off the turn like Robert for those newer tires. Yeah. Give him another lap. I think Robert's just going to pretty much just zoop round by him.
Yep, there we go! He tagged him! Ooh. And Anthony Ludi, ARCA brake.
He had
Yeah.
so much closing speed coming up on Andrew. Watch it again here, a different angle. It's so much closing speed coming up on Andrew, and Andrew's car just was diving up the track. Right here.
Oh.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I don't think that was any intentional hit, but wrong place, wrong time on Robert and Andrew, and then Anthony Ludi just came in. He was at the clear back of the pack and just hit the back end of Robert's stopped car.
Who was my prediction to win? Guy that finishes first. Usually if I predict somebody, they hit the wall. So I try not to do it. I always get the broadcaster jinx out there. Well, here's the thing though, Corey. I think that's caution 4.
Yeah, I think that's incident caution number 4.
But we would have to go caution free the rest of the race.
We would.
Not impossible. Not impossible.
Michael, you tell them no more caution.
Right. Not impossible. But definitely hard. Hard to do.
Yeah, especially for Dover, and you got about 35 laps to the next stage end, plus 60 for final stage. It's not impossible, but it is possible.
Order.
As you see Mr. Curtis Preston heading down pit road to get a little bit of service.
And this is what we're going to start seeing from here on out. Difference of pit strategy, and that's, you know, we've talked about it week in and week out since iRacing has implemented it. The tire limits, love it, man. A lot of leagues are doing it. The tire limits have brought about a whole new strategy in the game here, so to speak. I've enjoyed it, though. Really have enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it. I think a lot of other people have enjoyed it, especially the league side of things. I know leagues before the official tire implementation thing was added, they would do tire limits unofficially and have to go back and check, make sure nobody took any extras that they shouldn't have. But now they can just set it and they don't have to go back and look.
Absolutely. So, getting set to go here back green. Been a good one here so far, though. Take it. Take it.
Yeah. Uber's always produced decent enough racing. I mean,
Absolutely.
real life, virtual.
Or Central out here tonight. Caution sponsor here. It's going, though. They might not have to pay out that challenge. See, though, still open.
Still open. Yeah, remember the wild card payout. Lead lap cars at random if you got 3 or more sets of tires. I think most of the guys have used at least 1 set, if not 2.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I totally go along with it there. It's Craig Burns, man, out in front, leading it. We got Grant Canfield there in second. David Edwards. Let's see. Most of these guys, you have to go back to, well, just now, way back to 13th, 13th place. Pitted on lap 54. Most of these guys up front, though, pitted lap 4. That's what I'm saying. You're starting to see guys way different on pit strategies here. But Dak out there, who do I predict to win? I don't know, like I say, guy finishes first. I already know Zach. He's going for Craig.
Zach, I can't make a prediction, man. I can't have favorites up here in the booth after racing practice race.
You know, I don't want to jinx him. I've done it several times before. Going in broadcaster things, start to get up here. Next thing you know, you jinx the guy and he hits the ball.
Star has shut its lights off. We're about to go green.
Absolutely. Craig's man out front. What happens?
Craig and Grant.
Green. Monster Mile here tonight. RSR Racing League. On the Cup cars.
You got 2 Fords up front. Technically, you got the pace car Ford Mustang, and then Craig and his Ford Mustang.
Yeah. We'll update the pace car.
I kind of like it.
Well, me too. I mean, you know, iRacing.
All right, pace car dropped her in, and Craig's already down the hammer, and so is Mr. David Edwards.
David's going to see if he can't get that, stay in the second place spot there. In the 95, we've got the 96 machine there. Grant pushes back. Here comes Matthew Rush. Boy, he had a wild ride there before the caution. But he's still back up there trying to mix it up with old Daniel Gonzalez, who's still there, along with Zach. So everybody's trying to get what they can early, and it looks like Matthew, for some reason, car's just not handling the way it was earlier in the race.
If he hit the wall, it may have messed up his handling, that or tires. I don't know what tire game he's on, but right behind him, they're going at it. Scott Taylor, Nolan Potter, and Anthony Eunice. They're almost fixing to take a 3 wide on each other.
Yeah, they are right there, right along with Nolan. He's trying to work up underneath, like say Anthony there, who got almost a little bit loose in the middle of the turn. And you see that car just getting a little tight coming off. Had let out of it. It's going to let Nolan take that spot away. Anthony falling back there. Curtis Preston trying to move on up a little bit. Going on through the field here. There's kind of single file for the moment.
Gotta go back and look about 18th. You're going to see some guys with damage. You're going to see guys with good cars and guys lap down, guys on the lead lap. They're all dead. Oh, Clint Mata slides down and he saves it, no caution.
No harm, no foul. He was close on that one.
For the most part, they're all single file throughout the field.
Yeah, I kind of spread out. I mean, you don't see little battles here or there.
Here comes the 96 looking on the 95.
Got Greg Cantfield, Earthman.
They're keeping themselves within inside of Craig. Got about 25 laps to stage in. They know they need those stage points. Every point counts. First place gets 10 points plus a playoff point and goes down by 1 point back to 10th.
Yeah, points. Definitely. There he goes.
There you
That
go.
looks to the inside. He's going to try to take that spot away. He's going to go door to door, try to hammer it out with him.
They're both fighting a tight car.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo!
You just saw right there, man. He had to give it up. If not, the car might have just stepped out from underneath him.
Yeah, he played that smart.
That was a good drive job on his end.
That's what Craig wants to see in his rear view, is these two duking it out.
Absolutely does. Get out there and battle a little bit. So far, we got some good battles all throughout the field here. Nice.
Matthew trying to get around the Cheech and Chong car. That'd be for the 5th place spot. Ooh, almost contact.
Still got a battle for second, though. Looks like he's going to get him this time.
Yeah, he's got him. Now move Grant up to second. Does he have anything for Craig Burns? Looks like he's gaining in the corners, or at least corner entry at the very least. Craig's battling a very, very tight car. As you see, he just went up the track over in turn 3 and 4.
A good race throughout here. Throughout the field, Michael Rush still hanging on the 5th there. A lot of guys just kind of separated out throughout. So Michael Martino's coming on pit road.
Is that a scheduled stop? Not quite sure.
The battle back here around about the 17th spot. Robert Fitzpatrick right there going to work over, looks like David Hall and company.
Looks like Grant is now caught back into Craig. This battle for the lead is about to heat up. Grant's looking on the inside and Craig's just gonna let him have it. Wow.
Yeah, you know, and if you see a guy, I mean, that's a smart move right there on Craig's part. A lot of times, you know, see a guy coming up that fast, you don't want to lose too much more ground. You know, why press the issue? You've got a long way to go in the race here. See what he's doing, and don't do that. But see what he's doing, and maybe, you know, change the line a little bit and see. And right now it looks like Craig thinks his car's just not handling the way it is. So now he's going to get passed by Zach and David. And Zach's on the move, too. Up there in that second place spot.
Yeah, Zach's on the move. David's on the move.
Good run so far. So, Here's the thing there, Corey. You said you mostly have never, oh, Zach's going for the lead here, by the way. You've never really watched Dover from perspective what you see, so tell me what you see right now then.
What I see is you're about 20 laps on tires and they're starting to push. You gotta throttle. Oh, that was interesting. That was that was too cool to see. I don't know what that was. Zach got by Grant and hit the wall, and then Zach got loose and Grant smacked the wall right after. I don't know what that was, but that was a cool pass by Zach.
Got to make it interesting. That's what it is.
But as I was about to say, yeah, you're getting to that point where these tires are going to put, bump and run. They're just putting it on out there.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, bump and run definitely going to play into it. You also got to look tire wear. Definitely going to come into a factor. That's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing Grant here, and he's driving all he can get out of that car. It's pushing, but he's driving. He's every time he hits that wall, it just seems like it goes quicker for him. And that's how you got to drive it, David. You got to be on the edge with cooked tires. They're almost down to nothing. And you know your stage is about to come up in 13 laps. You're going to push that car as much as you can to get as many stage points. And that's exactly what Grant here is doing. It's kind of scary to watch him from up here in the booth.
Well, and that's just the thing we talked about earlier in the race. You know, tires, they'll wear off here. This place becomes a handful. You just got to finesse the car around a little bit. You can't be as aggressive. Riding along here with Craig Burns inside, seeing what he sees. He's trying to work over old Matthew right now, but now he's got Nolan just right on by him.
Yeah, Nolan and the Skittles machine just are right on by both Matthew and Craig, and here comes Curtis Preston to mix in the bag here with Jim.
Curtis got a little newer tires. He's slid on about 11 lap newer tires than these guys. So obviously we can see the difference in tire wear. As this is kind of the longest green flag run. Don't want to, knock on wood here. That's kind of the longest green flag run we've had so far. Oh, and well, as I say that, never mind.
Joe, you just jinxed us.
I know, man. I tell you what, Michael Martino, the wall. Actually, Jeffrey Knight was involved. If them two got together, Jeffrey was there.
It looks like Michael just side-slapped the wall, and Jeffrey didn't know where to get it.
Yeah. Ooh. Ouch. Done.
And that puts us at 6 cautions, so looks like 4 Central don't have to pay out tonight.
Yeah, safe tonight. So it's going to be the JSexcel Construction. Maybe the wild card if these guys got any tires left.
Don't forget about the Sheffield Graphics.
What are they giving out?
I don't know. I don't think they're giving out anything.
They ain't giving out nothing. That's why I didn't forget about it.
I don't think they're giving out anything tonight.
Yeah, Fabe. All right. Pay attention.
Pay attention, Jeff.
Nah, they do it. They are pole winner. They are pole war.
Yeah. Now this caution kind of brings in some strategy here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Back, you come in, you get you some fresh tires, and you might be able to get back up in top 10. And then stage break, you stay out because you're only going to get about 4 laps on your tires, maybe.
Okay.
4 or 5.
Let's see. Now they've got 5 sets tonight, plus 1, so basically, say 5.
Well, 5 in the pits.
And most of these guys, I'm looking at Zach. Zach is pitted twice. And David's pitted 3 times. I don't know. Obviously, I can't go back and say what their other pits are. So we're just going to take an assumption that they took tires. Some of these guys did not, obviously. Fuel only, and I remember it. But just by going off what I'm seeing here, Zach would still have 4 sets left. David would still have 3 sets left. If they, you know, used 4 tires each time.
Yeah.
They still, to me, I think they've got enough sets. Now, where this might get interesting is, like you said, if we get a long green flag run, obviously they're going to use a set. If a caution comes up. If let's say, had a slew of cautions, let's just go ahead and say it that way. What does that do for the tire wear then? Because we've talked about that in the past.
Slew of caution. That. Like I said last week at Bristol, as you see, Zach, he's having a little bit of internet issues. Like I said at Bristol, cautions here especially, where you restart at in turn 4 on that hump, it really mess up some tire spins. And if you have 20 laps of tires and you ain't careful, it can spin your car around and you don't know if you're going to the wall or on the outside or the wall on the inside, and that may gather up a couple of cars. We could see a wreck on a restart.
Right, that definitely is going to be interesting. So we'll have to see what happens. It's set to go back green. Old Miles has been the man here who's been the happiest tonight. Doing up some machines out here.
He had him some dinner. He had him dinner, and now he's having some snack.
All right. 4 Central here in the caution. Title caution sponsor here tonight. Good one here at Dover. I love it.
Yeah, I love it when they get some green flag runs in. You got all kinds of different strategy out there. You got Edwards out there on a little bit newer, older tires than everybody else. You got Grant, who's been pretty strong all night long and contending for the lead for the past stage.
There you go.
Greg Bird up there, he's been contending for the win all season long, really.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be able to get back up there.
He should be able to.
So what have you seen out here? Anything different these guys need to be doing?
Saving tires. From what I'm seeing, they're just pushing a little bit too early than you'd expect. And that could be set up. Again, these guys are on picks.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And a lot of it too, you know, we talk about tires. I mean, we got to go back to that. A lot of that's on different sets of tires, different tires here and there. Well, David Edwards, man out front, about to set to the green here.
Yeah. Pay real close attention. This could be a money restart on if you know you can go on 20 lap old tires or not.
Still looking for a stage, right?
Yeah, stage it. Lap 90.
Okay.
All right, David Edwards getting the hammer down.
Yes, he does. He gets a good jump out front of the field there. Grant's in second. Try to see if we can't run him down. And here comes Nolan, though. Nolan is now. Keep an eye on Curtis, though. Curtis is on the newest of tires out there, but Nolan right now is going to see what he can do. Right now it's favoring old David out front.
Yeah, that's what David wants to see. He wants to see these guys get side by side for the next 3 or so laps before that stage ends.
Yes, he does. Absolutely. Wants them to battle it out, make it hard. He'd love for Grant to make that car very, very wide. See what Curtis got. He's pulling up there. Time's winding out for him. See if he's going to utilize those new tires and get up there.
Yeah, and if we go back here to 10th, and there's a pretty heated battle going on for top 10. Remember, top 10 get the stage points, so they're all going to fight for that. Rock Carter holding that little group off.
Mm-hmm.
They're killing each other, right? I didn't even
for
11.
11.
That's for 12.
For 11, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as we say that, though,
John.
here comes Daniel Gonzalez.
John coming. Inside,
Hey.
he's going to get freight train. Ross Potter.
He's bringing old Skull Bandit with him. Kodak, my bad, Kodak with him.
Good.
He brought a whole slew of machines with him. Anthony just got pushed back up front, see what's happening in a second, because boy, the second, third place up here, they're clamoring together just a little bit. This is essentially the white flag.
Yeah. White flag for stage 2. Nolan almost up in the wall. That was tight. Does Curtis do anything? Nah, he ain't gonna get there. It'll be David Edwards picking up stage number 2 win.
Yes, it
Nolan
is.
Potter second.
Caution for the stage here.
Almost wrecked right at the end between Craig and Burns.
All that, man. These guys was battling out up there. Thought it was last lap.
Daniel Gonzalez did hold on to 10th for some stage points.
Yes, he did. And good run by all these guys up there. Our second stage here tonight at Dover. RSR Racing League here. Now takes us into pretty much our final stage of the race, where all the marbles is where the strategy comes in at.
Yep, and if I'm correct on the fuel mileage, I think we may be right on the dot for fuel.
Okay.
I think. I'm not quite sure. I looked at the fuel percent and did some calculations and hopped in a little test drive and looked at the fuel, estimated the laps for fuel. I don't know where all the other cars are for pit stops, but David Edwards in top 5. Yeah, 6 places. There is 6. Somebody run out of gas.
Well, we're on pit road.
Top
Jerry.
5 had a bigger gap over the others. I think Craig may be running on fumes. Pulling her in. I can't tell, but 6th place just was gapped further than
Nolan is still on pit
what
road.
should happen.
Oh, what Nolan? Did he get a speeding penalty?
He might be trying to take some damage repaired.
Car looked clean, but on pit road off a long time.
Yeah.
What's up, Jerry? Oh, Craig Burns out there. He's got a fan club.
CFB. Instead of KFB, it's CFB.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that follow button, man, and more racing excitement here tonight here at Dover for the RSR Racing League. A good one. We're under our stage caution here. Got some guys up front, different pit strategies. A couple guys up front, they ain't even got half a car.
Yeah, that'd be Michael Hero up there with half of a car.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's got Canadian maple leaf design, sort of. I can't tell. Scooter tuning. Yeah. Scootertuning.ca. I think that's Canada.
I'll tell you what, I know I've never been, seen a lot of pictures. They got some pretty country up.
Yeah.
I probably will never make it in my lifetime, but
Oh, you never know.
nah. Barely make it out of my house. I know I ain't gonna make it across no borders, so yeah. And
well, you got Anthony Eunice up there in the lead. He's got Taylor Swift Me car. I haven't heard any Taylor Swift songs in a while.
all she ever doing is talking about her boyfriend. Exes.
Whatever.
I was doing much, so I don't know. Gotta be
Got
country music
Anthony
person.
Ludy out there in that older Mountain Dew car.
Yep. There's some nice looking paint jobs out here. Give these guys credit.
I think the 21, that might be Jimmy Johnson rode back, if I'm correct.
Yeah, back in well, it's got Nap on it, but it is a Lowe's paint
It's
job.
a Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson thing.
Don't make sense, but
I
it's the color schemes of Lowe's, but it's Napa. Napa's yellow and all. Those are the color schemes to Lowe's.
got the Wonder Bread car. It looks like his front end's been turned into toast. And
Absolutely.
the back end.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of fried that thing. We'll see what happens. Up
Yeah,
front,
they doubled it up. Pace car lights are off.
Taylor just released an album. What Alicia said. Oh, okay. Yeah, that tells you how much I know. What's it called? Heartbreak? I don't know. Is it called Me? It might be called Me. We just don't know it. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Andrew Little. You know, Andrew has that bounce back. You know, earlier on, I caught up in that wreck. Back up to 7th. So. Definitely don't want to,
Jinx anybody.
see it. Here we go. It's off on pace car. Gets set to go back green here at Dover. RSR Racing League here tonight. The JSexcel Construction LLC sponsor race here tonight. Get you guys coming on board. They're putting out some good prize money for the pole and the winner too. So the winner still can get some out of this tonight. Green flag flies. Anthony Jans. If I said his last name right. Jump out front. Just gonna have to see how some of these cars with the fenders and all. Now, I mean, obviously this is a mile track, and you know, we could sit here all night long, go back and forth between short track, non-short track, blah blah blah. But in a nutshell, the damage might not hinder them too bad, but then again, it probably will. Have to see. Right now, though, it's all Anthony up front.
Yeah, I think damage is gonna affect these cars that have no fender up front. It's
Yeah.
more of an aero dependent track. It's a short track, but it's more aero dependent. And
Fast track.
these guys
too.
get up about 175
Yeah.
getting into corner entry.
It does, you're right. And I mean, you could probably bump the wall a little bit, you know, something like that, you know, get away with it. You know, maybe the back end, we see a couple guys like that. But yeah, substantial damage. It's a very fast track here. Concrete helps out a lot. The battle going on here for third and fourth, though. Andrew and Curtis.
Anthony and Curtis going at it.
Anthony, my bad.
Here comes Matthew Rush. He's looking to stick a nose in.
There's Andrew Little. He's back.
It looked like David Hall had a little bit of something to get up to the Anthony Eunice, but drop back a little bit. He may be saving some tires, saving a gallon of gas.
See Anthony come out the turn there. He's doing his best dirt track intimidation.
Yeah.
Wow. That car was almost just kicked out sideways and he had to hang on to it. I bet that was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, these cars are getting tight. They're getting loose. They're getting tight and loose, which is where you push and then you spin it at the exit of a corner.
That's the worst feeling too right there. That thing just snaps out from under you.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, Anthony is just sideways up front. He's losing ground.
Wheeling that thing right now. David
Here
Hall.
comes Curtis. Curtis making the move.
Yes,
He's
he did.
up to second now.
Now, Curtis is on newer tires, so I think it'll be a matter of time. He'll just get up there. Anthony trying to do what he can, though. Oh!
Anthony in the wall. Curtis,
Pounded at the
yes,
ball.
he's going to get by.
Oh, man, he
Also
pancaked that
opening
thing.
up the door for David.
See that? He pancaked the side of
Yeah,
that thing.
he did.
Wow.
That's the product being tight loose.
Yeah, it is. You go in, a little bit tight, shoots up, next thing there, just snaps right out from under you. Bam.
Wow, I don't know what move that was, but Andrew Little shot that thing on the inside of Anthony Ludy. Just took it.
We got some good battles throughout the field here. Now, obviously, kind of you'll spread out a little bit, but every once in a while you see some battles here and there.
Yeah.
Give y'all an update on where y'all's. Yeah, I go Cheech and Chong there. Let's go back here. Greg Burns, he's falling way back in the 21st, so we'll set to see if he's going to work his way up. He's got plenty of time to get it done. Just be patient. Don't need to panic or anything. Work your way back up to the field. Talking about Daniel Gonzalez. That wild Cheech and Chong machine out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good about 12th place. There's a heated battle going on between about three of them. Oh, Michael Hero up. Hey, sliding.
And you know,
Thankfully.
he's only one of two Toyotas out here. Him and Scott Taylor are the only two Toyotas out here.
Yeah, there's only two of them out there.
Oh. Battle up front. You got Anthony right there sitting in fourth. Curtis is out in front. And this one, Matthew Rush there's moved up into second. David Hall back to third. And Drew Little, if he can't move on up here, gain a little bit of positions.
Yeah, and with fuel strategy and tire strategy, you might, if this thing were to go green, we might see guys come in about 25. Oh, we got a caution.
Michael
Strategy's
Hero.
up board. You're going all the way to the end, driver.
Oh. Things all blew up. Back on replay and watch. It already tore up. Watch it. Might have just blew up on him. We'll see.
Yeah, just got tired on Mount Turner too. And want to get J.R. Hiller involved.
Oh,
22.
Kodiak machine right there will come up and just demolished.
Best wheelie stand of the night.
Whew, yeah. All right, caution here tonight. Dover or Central, man, title sponsor here for the cautions. Appreciate you guys coming on board. Hey, over on the Facebook side, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know how it looks and all. I mean, obviously, so far, so good. Knock on good move. After having a powwow last week with the internet company. those weeks that I wanted to bury my head in sand. Things seems like it's working okay on the end here. Let me know how it looks on y'all's side though. Sounds on your side, and hey man, like it, follow for more great racing excitement here. OnlineSimRacingNetwork.com, your home for fun and exciting sim racing. And it's been an exciting one here so far, Corey. Been on a good show so far.
Oh yeah, they have.
It's a tough track. It's just a tough track. You know what I mean?
It's a tough track, but it's an easy track if you know what you're doing. You get the right group of drivers.
I've seen pros, man, wreck this place.
Yeah, I've seen this track. I've seen this track go caution fest, and I've seen it go green for hundreds of laps.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and some tracks just do that. I mean, it's a product of what they are, you know, and I don't want to take nothing away from the guys out here. You know, out here, obviously, first and foremost, want to have fun so far, but yeah, you just. Dover is a driver style track. Yeah, dude, much better last week, absolutely. Yeah, last week I wanted to punch myself. Yeah, throw all my junk out the window. I was mad all week, and you know what was I don't want to get too far off the racing subject, but it's funny. When you call and have a technician come out, the day before he comes out, you get a text from him saying, your service has been restored. You can cancel your service call, and everything works beautifully. Amazing how that works. I still kept the service call. But anyways, I showed him, and he just looked, and the technician guy goes, I don't know who would have sent that. He said, service wasn't out. He said, it's something, I don't know. He said, who knows? 18. Power mashing buttons.
Coach Gibbs over on the YouTube side. How you doing out there?
Man, right, don't forget the YouTube side. What's up? George, I ain't seen you in a while, man. That's the Cheech Chong car, you're right. Haven't seen George in a while. How you doing out there, George? We've been hiding in the weeds. Finally got a rig. Uh-oh, man. Out here on iRacing, we're no with. Oh no.
Oh.
Hear you. We got out here on Dover. Downs. Wild style track here.
Andrew Little up in third now.
Yeah. I mean, he bounced back for him because remember earlier on he got caught up in a wreck earlier. Now he's able to get back up here in third. That last week too. Let's get caught up in wrecks, you know, early in the race. Able to get back up there later into it. Still got some laps to go here. Still got to be careful. You still got to be patient. Curtis out front. Matthew right there in second. Andrew Little third. David Edwards up to fourth. Michael Shetfield there in fifth. Got a little green flag here left.
Yeah, got about 35 laps when we go green. 36, 35.
And I hate that, George, man. I really do. That's tough, man. My condolences, prayers and thoughts to you. Hate to hear that. Hate to hear body pass. Didn't know that. So definitely hate. Good to see you back, though. At least slowly get back in and take your time you need. And gotta do, man.
Pace car lights are off. We're gonna have about 35 laps to go when we go back green. That's gonna be enough time to see some tire wear come into play. Maybe see a fuel. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see fuel in play tonight, Jeff.
If you have a set of tires left and a caution comes out, it might play in your favor. If it goes green from here on out, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens because you've got guys on so many different multiple sets here at time. But the green flag flies. We'll have to see what happens. Curtis gets a jump out front. Matthew Rush there in second. Battles on, though, for about third and fourth. Andrew's going to see if he can't look for it. David's right there, too.
Yeah, and those top five, they just gunned it. They got out of there and said sayonara to the rest of the field.
Oh, absolutely. Guys looking good. Daniel, yeah, just hit me up on the Facebook side there, George. OSR Network. Daniel looked good, but I think the battle's going to be creeping up here soon with David Edwards, Andrew Little, Matthew Rush here, and Curtis. Now, all those guys, those top four that I mentioned, pitted on lap 92. Daniel pitted on lap 110. Michael Shetfield back there pitted on 92. And then you've got the other ones at 110 and 111 respectively on back. That right there, the reason I bring that up is because that's going to be huge here if this thing goes green. Because we've seen it all night long. Tires do matter here. And you can already start to see Daniel right there working over David. And I think it's just going to be a matter of time. You're going to see Daniel. Daniel might be the man right now sitting pretty, so to speak, if it goes green. I think he don't want to see cautions. I think he would be the one out of this bunch right now would not want to see a caution. But those top four guys probably, if in the back of their mind, probably are thinking, give me another caution here in the next maybe 10 laps, and that would be like perfect.
Yeah, Daniel's gonna have to pick his way through smartly though if he's wanting to get up to the lead and contend for a win.
Now, we saw this earlier.
Curtis don't want to see a caution either.
Now, and we saw this earlier. Now, Andrew Little has to understand something here. And I know you want to keep your position. Daniel was a lot faster than him. Remember, Andrew got caught in a wreck earlier, I think trying to protect the position with a car that was way faster. At some point, Andrew's going to have to say, okay, gotta let him go. I don't want to wreck, because if he wrecks at this point of the race, done. It's better to, live to fight another day. You might can get back up there.
Lose 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, because I can see him right there kind of protecting that inside lane. You can see the car's tight in the middle, and see Daniel gets a run. Daniel doesn't want to run up on the back end of him. You can tell Daniel's a lot faster. And then what in the world?
That was...
Whoa! Matthew Rush had to chase that thing down the track. They just came right out from under him.
He smacked the wall going into one. Wow. That was amazing.
Yeah, it did. But, and right here, I'm watching Daniel. He's showing a lot of patience here. Because obviously he probably could get up there and bump. I mean, at the speeds they're going, you don't want to get up there and bump too much. Oh no, what's that to see?
I think Andrew's catching up to Curtis. And I think Daniel knows. Daniel knows Andrew's catching him. If he gets side by side, they're just going to lose all that time gain.
I think if Daniel can get side by side, he can go around him.
Yeah, Daniel's, inside of Andrew. And
I knew it was basically a matter of if he could get side by side. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, tires. I mean, we're not talking 10 laps. We're talking the difference between almost 20 laps there, difference in tires between those two. And you could tell Daniel was faster, but he was showing a lot of poise and patience there. Well, I tell you what, look behind him, though. You got old Clint and Kevin. These cars are getting slick out there. Oh.
Yeah, it's getting slick. 25 to go.
Absolutely.
It's game time. It's go time.
Always say run what you brung. Business is about to pick up out here. 78 of Kevin. Starting to see a lot of the cars like Daniel, who pitted at lap 110, 111, starting to come through the field, and the guys that pitted at 92 starting to struggle a little bit. Just see last lap time, just to give you a perspective. Curtis out front ran a 23-25 to Daniel's 22. That just tells you right there the difference in tires, newer tires as older tires.
Yeah, Daniel, he's lurking. He's right where he wants to be at this point in the race. If he can stay right there and just pick it off right at the correct moment, like right there he goes. Curtis got a little tight. Daniel got on the inside and sayonara to the Jim Beam car. Cheech Chong picking up the lead here at Dover with 21 to go.
Yeah. So, now, I mentioned earlier that Daniel probably wouldn't want to see a caution earlier. Now, not so bad because he's out front. So he would obviously come down with everybody else. It'd be equal set of tires. He probably still would not want to see one because this puts him on a better playing field than anyone else. Got to see how it plays out. Look at this battle here about 6th, 7th, though.
Yeah, we're fixing to go through wide any moment here. Anthony Eunice on the bottom and David Edwards up top.
Yeah, David is on the older set there. You got a couple guys. This is where you got to be patient. You know, you're on those newer tires.
Curtis shot it down pit road.
Yeah.
Fuel? Mileage? Question mark?
Oh, no, you said we was good on fuel.
Again, I don't know. I don't know the fuel mileage.
Well,
I ain't a fuel mileage
I wasn't able to see when last time he pitted either. Got several guys coming down pit road. Andrew Little, David Edwards. Now, these are the guys that pitted at lap 92. Okay, so remember, they're about 18 laps, almost 20 laps different from what a lot of these guys pitted. So, yeah, they might be fuel. Their fuel might not make it. But guys like, well, Daniel out front, Clint, all these guys who pitted on 110, 111. That's 40. Can they do it? Can they do it on 40 laps here?
I think they might be able to. And now Daniel does not want to see a caution because all these guys that just pitted, as long as they can stay on the lead lap or get back on the lead lap anyways, they'll be able to stay out. Yeah.
George out there. What? I'll agree with that one there, George, unless it's legal. And there you go. If it's legal, don't worry about it. Yeah. So, Cheech and Chong's machine gun out front. Yeah, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Bad drugs are bad.
Legal drugs are
good
drugs.
Coincidentally are make sure they're legal. Yeah. Let's advocate for the legal part here. It's illegal, don't do it. Okay. Better we better say it right. Better take it out of context. What? Well, Daniel is definitely sitting very good right now where he's at. The question now is like what we're sitting up here talking about. We know he has the tires that could go the distance. Now they're going to be screaming by the time the end of the race. Now obviously we got to calculate in green, white, checkered, and all that stuff if it happens. But fuel is the biggest thing. Could be saving fuel.
He could be. I think he realizes he's quicker than Clint Mata, and he's got to save a couple of laps of gas.
He is, Andrew.
He's making up a lap under green.
So this tells me right here that pretty much if he's doing that, what this kind of tells us here, Corey, is his plan is to go all the way as long as it stays green. Now, does Clint follow suit and see what he's doing, and Kevin also, and say, okay, does these top guys go, okay, we're that close on fuel? And I've always said this before, with 12 to go, and at this point right now, actually, matter of fact, because it's a mute point at this matter, at this point right now, there is nothing else Daniel can do unless a caution was to fly now, because there is no way you could get off a pit road and still sustain your lead or stay out front. You would fall behind. So you pretty much, you see Clint. Yeah, hold on to it. Come on. Oh, you had to hold on to it.
Although, here's what brings in. Grant is going to get the lucky dog. So he's going to be able, if he's got a tire set still left down in, he's going to be able to get a lucky dog, come in, get fresh tires. Then you only got 10 guys on the lead lap. Everybody else has. Andrew just got lucky and was able to get one of his 2 laps back, so he's going to get back on the lead lap. Curtis is going to stay out and get on the lead lap. A lot of the other good guys are more than one.
And basically everything I was saying, he threw out the window, but pretty much at the point what Daniel was doing, he was at the point there that he had made his bed pretty much. That's how he's going to have to finish it, because there's no way he would have made it up. Now this brings up a whole new strategy to it. My question is still, and this is where I hate to be the leader, because if you don't pit and everybody behind you pits, well, you're sitting duck. If you don't pit, and let's say 7 guys don't pit with you, yeah, you might be okay, because the 8th place guy that pitted, remember, he's got to come through all them other guys, and he just might run out of time. I never liked being the leader, because, boy, I tell you what, that's a tough call.
Yeah, I hate being the leader under caution. I even hate being 2nd place under caution. I'd rather be 3rd under a caution than top 2.
Yeah, you kind of can see a little bit more here, because obviously everybody's looking to see what the leader. That's the biggest thing. Right now, it does look like everybody's staying out, except for maybe 7th on back. You got David Hall, Scott Hall pitted at lap 141 here. You've got about 6 guys, and here looks like coming in. Yep, hey, leader came in. See, guess what? That's why I just said right there. Perfect example why I said I hate being a leader. Look at all the cars that stayed out. Now, with 9 to go, I don't know. It's just could be chaos.
9 to go. At least 20 laps on your tires. 30 laps for most of these guys.
Yeah, because you got Kevin that pitted on lap 110. Well, the top 4 pitted at 110 and 111, and then you've got David Hall pitted lap 141. So he on newer tires. From that point on back, you're pretty much on newer tires. So pretty much Daniel at this point, the caution we said he didn't want to see, he didn't want to see, because it pretty much, I'm going to say at this point here, unless just a miracle happens, and it could, his race is done. He's not going to win. He could maybe get back up top 5 or something like that. Yeah, hey, you never know what happened. Chaos could move, and Red Seas could part back up. But he's going to come back out here in 9th. So the caution that he did not want to see came out, basically. And so to win it green all the way, I think he would have been the man up front there. So he had a good plan. He had a good strategy. Now we're going to have to see, does Kevin, Robert, Anthony, those guys, and for Kevin, seeing the leader take off. Does those other guys behind him hold off David, Scott, and them long enough?
That's all Kevin has to hope for, is the 3 behind him start duking it out and hold back the guys with new tires. I mean, David gets a good restart here. Kevin has to get himself at least 10 car lengths away from the rest of this field.
Yeah.
Older tires, he may spin him if he tries to gun it too early.
Yeah, Tim, that's up here. No, Tim.
Yeah, I do.
Tim Winrich.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it.
You don't sound too enthused when you said, "Yeah, I do." Lord of mercy. Caught up all your enemies, man. Come on now. Alright, going back green. This is going to be interesting because, I mean, we can sit up here and speculate all day long. Figure out what in the world is going to happen here and there, but, you know, we've sometimes we've been right, a lot of times been wrong. Either way, we're about to find out here as we get set to go back green at Dover. Or Central here tonight. Title sponsor for our cautions, JSexcel Construction, sponsoring this awesome race here tonight for us with the RSR Racing League. Good one so far. We'll have to see if this is the final one, and then I don't know, maybe might not be done with cautions either, so that's another thing to think about.
And it's looking to be pretty dark out there too. Good end under a red flag because of darkness.
Got lights here? Got lights?
No, we don't got lights here. No.
They do. What's on the infield?
They don't. That's a horse track.
Oh.
That's for parking lot.
Ah, I got you.
Yep. They start lights are off. It's heading in. Lights restart for hopefully.
Well, to see, and Kevin does get a pretty good jump. What he wanted right there, and then what he would like to see is what he's seeing. Is all those guys get locked up side by side. That's not what he wants.
They're killing each other. They did not want to do that. Oh, Scott Taylor, hard hit. Hard hit. It's the big one again.
Well, Anthony got turned on that one, and it kind of just caused a pile up from there. Evan did his job though. Front. This is where it starts working on the psyche of the driver.
Not quite sure when it gets officially dark, but we're stretching. It's a stretch into the dark.
Absolutely.
I don't know how they're gonna make that call if it gets dark on these guys, but maybe going down there out of the booth and holding some flashlights up here, Jeff.
Go on out there and get your flashlight out. See you down there running around the track. Got you, man, I got you. Spotlight out on it. All right, so far.
Talladega?
Heck, I don't know.
I think they did back in the day.
I tell you what's impressive. Guys that run at nighttime like Le Mans and stuff like that with headlights, that's part of that track's just like pitch black. And you're running like 100-something miles an hour, that's just impressive.
Yeah, you get 100 mile an hour, slam on the brakes for a right hand hairpin turn.
And raining too. That's just, them guys just, they got death wish.
I ain't afraid of the dark, I'm just afraid of what's in the dark.
I don't like dark. Can't see nothing.
Oh, Kevin, the man on point. Green, white, checkered, number uno.
I guess dark don't bother me. Heights do. I don't like heights. God meant for me to fly, he'd put wings on my back.
Green, white, checkered, number 1 of 2.
Yeah. So what do you think? Going through Kevin's mind here out front.
Exact restart and hope everybody behind him holds off.
Well, you know, and he's sitting good. Obviously, you know, the closest guy on newer tires, David Hall, right there, and then 4th. So he would love to see, you know, Robert and Anthony battle a little bit, maybe hold him up and get to that white flag, because if he gets to the white flag, it won't matter what happens at that point. They kill each other. So get another start like he did. Like you said, I'm gonna say 5-10 car lengths out if you can. Hopefully those guys behind him back there, man, battle, hold up David Because if David's able to clear those two cars within the first lap, Kevin's in trouble, I think.
Kevin needs David to stay right behind the other two for at least till the white flag. If he can have a good 3 car lengths coming to the white flag, he may be all right on holding off David for the win.
Yeah. Hopefully all our answers will be done here soon. Or then again, he could go through the double restarts, green, white, checkers. Obviously,
Yeah, we could.
Could go green, have a caution. The other one could go green, have another caution, and he wins anyways. There you go.
Could get green when we go to darkness, too. I don't know what time it gets dark, but it's 1906. And I don't know what that.
I think we're good. Dover's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
1902, that's only what, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
I don't know, military time conversion.
I think it's like 8 or 9, somewhere in there. Well, yeah, could be, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 7.
Like 7, 8, somewhere in that area, yeah, because 4 hours different.
Yeah, they're fine, they're fine. It's shaded though. That may help with some grip.
Gonna go around one more time though. Yeah, and you're right. That's another thing we brought up is, you know, little cooler track temperatures gonna help with a little grip. That will help on his start. He didn't spin the tires, but still, I mean, he won't spin the tires. I mean, 'cause remember, he's working on 40 lap old tires and less fuel in that car. So, got to keep all that in mind here.
Yeah, we do. Space car has its lights shut off.
Well, let me know if you've enjoyed the race out there. Let me know if you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight, commentating and everything. I think it's been an exciting one so far. It's definitely, like I say, with these tire limits and all that stuff, and the way the tires are, you never know who's going to come out of these things winning now. I kind of like it because it brings about a whole new strategy and perspective, and that's what we're basically talking about here, because David Hall pitted on lap 141, so obviously he's on 9 lap old tires. Yeah, does he pit on?
Well, we extend the caution flag by about 1 lap.
Oh, give or take, 7, 8 lap old tires. But guy like Kevin out front, looks like they're stealing it. Kevin out there who pitted on lap 110. So he's about to be on about 40 lap old tires. So that's a huge, huge difference.
Very huge.
But time is not on David's side. Now, if David was started second or something, it'd be different.
And David is going to be restarting on the outside lane road, too.
A smart move.
He's just got to hope that Robert can get a good enough restart. If he can clear Anthony going into turn 1, drop to the bottom, and cross over underneath of Robert, you not lose much time on Kevin, I think David may be able to get it.
Yeah, another thing I think he's also hoping is Brock Potter. We haven't really talked much about him, and you got Clint back there. They're all on the same news. I mean, pretty much about everybody. David back is on the tires. He's hoping maybe one of those guys gets up there and maybe races with David too, and you know, maybe impedes his progress forward. Either way, we're about to find out. Pace car dives off on pit road, and Kevin gets a good jump. And boy, I tell you what, David did not get a good jump.
No, David did not, but here comes Robert looking on the outside of Kevin. This is kind of what Anthony wants to see, is these two get door to door.
Yeah, it is.
Robert's pushing. That's not good. Going down to turn number 3. Kevin holding it off. He's got 2 car lengths. Can he keep it? White
and
flag.
they get the white flag.
The Sheffield Graphics.
That's right. Up on Sheffield Graphics. Just said, it's the white flag, sponsored by Sheffield Graphics right there. Final time, won't matter what happens, they can kill each other. Turn 3 and 4, does he have enough to hold them off?
Oh, here comes David looking on the outside. This may be a drag race coming to the white, coming to checkered. It's going to be a drag race. David on the outside. Oh, Kevin. Oh, sideways across the line, and they crash behind him. Wow.
Kevin pulled it off. David Hall held on to second. Brock Potter. I tell you what, though, let's go back and relive the white flag one more time here. Go back and see it here one more time. We'll ride along here, Kevin's perspective. See what he saw as they took off on the restart there, folks. You saw him right there. Kevin was able to get the jump out front. David right behind him. Brock Potter up there in second. The battle was on, though, for second, third there. Kevin had it when he took the white flag, though, but here comes David to the inside. Said he came out of that turn down the back stretch. David had to run. He had the tires and just could not. Like you said, it was a drag race out of 4. They were beating and banging, trading paint. And just like that, boy, they came together and he slid across the line. Wow, what a finish for that one. All right, that was awesome. Good run by those guys. Good run.
All right, let's bring third place guy down into the booth.
Our waiting room. Waiting room, wait there for. There we go. Bring a waiting room down. Be up there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was an exciting finish here, Dover. Brock Potter.
Look for Brock Potter.
Let's see.
He's in place for control. Here, I got it.
There you. Well, I tell you what. Bring up third place man here. Brock, let's get a word with him, Corey.
Hey, Brock, you got a copy on me?
I got you.
Man, I was excited in front of you, or was I not? And you somehow got third.
I was just hoping it happened a little bit sooner. I could get through to beat him the start-finish line, but man, that was exciting in front of me.
Yeah, we watched you all night. And these cars, they just look tight all night long. How did you get through the tightness and the looseness?
We actually, Actually, I have to give a shout out to Matthew Rush. He kind of helped us out a little bit. And so we messed with the brake bias a little bit and made it a little bit more free than the other guys. And it actually helped us save a little bit more tire than everybody else is saving. Because if you didn't do that, you were definitely burning tires up really quick and you're getting really tight really quick. So,
I mean, that is some interesting strategy that we didn't know about up here in the booth. We never thought about brake bias. Knew about the tire strategies and all that.
Yeah, that's with the fixed setup. There's not a whole lot of setup you can do, but you can adjust brake bias and steering ratio in these cars. So between me, Zach, Nolan, and Harold, I bet we turned 1,000 laps this week between all of us and just tried everything we could under the sun. So.
Yeah, well, it looked like it worked for you. You got anybody out there you'd like to thank?
Just Nolan, Zach, Harold, and my dad getting me into it again. My fiance who's asleep and putting up with me yelling at it at the game. So, gotta thank all them, and man, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we could put on a show for you guys.
Yeah, man. Good job, man. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you guys.
Yo, Brock Potter, an outstanding job there coming home here tonight, third. Well, this guy right here brought her home in second and a wild finish, David Hall.
David Hall, Corey up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do. How are you guys?
We're doing good. After watching that, we're doing even better.
Woo! I tell you, that was I'm still shaking from that. That's oh my gosh.
I bet you are. It kind of looked like a Kurt Busch, Ricky Craven type of finish here.
There you go. Yeah.
How did your car handle that? It looked tight, it looked loose, it looked...
Well, let's put it this way. All race, it was start out tight, and then I guess after about 15 laps, the tires would kind of fall off, and I'd have to back it way down to 50% throttle through the corners just to get through, and then pray when I get to the straightaway it would stay straight and true. But I was lucky enough to I had one set of tires left in the pit, so on that last caution I took tires. I thought, maybe that'll help, and I saw that the top 4 guys didn't take them, so I was starting 5th. I felt pretty comfortable with a fresh set of tires, and lo and behold, tires paid true for 2 laps there. But that was a heck of a finish. I mean, I wasn't gonna wreck them. I don't race that way. I don't race to wreck people. I'm glad that we got. I mean, like I was telling them, I could have wrecked them. I could have gave them the little bump and run, but I'd rather do it on a straightaway, try to drag strip it down to the finish instead of, going the easy way out on a win.
Yeah, man, that finish, you couldn't have asked for anything better than a finish like that up in second place. And we were talking about tire strategy, and we just knew your 4 tires, you got enough run on the leaders there at the end, you could get by them.
Yeah, I felt when I got past the I think it was the 13 car, I felt pretty good. I was going to be fine with a 3rd place finish, but then when I saw the 3 when we were coming to the white, kind of get up in the wall, I was like, okay, I knew I had to run because I saw I was clearly blowing by him. I was like, okay, second will be fine, and then coming up to the 78 on backstretch, I was like, okay, I have a shot. And he did perfect. The winner did perfect. I would have done the same thing. If I'm in the lead on old tires, I'm going to take the middle of the track too, make it hard for whoever to pass. So I mean, he gave me the high side, and I stuck it in there. I wasn't letting off. I mean, I knew if I let off, he could. During the whole course, the bottom line felt like you could get that run off the corner, but with 2 to go, you gotta go where you can go, and the high line was working for me on the last 2 laps, so I decided to stick it there, and like everybody saw, probably the closest finish right now until we go probably to a super speedway. But I'll take this finish. I loved it. It was fun. Short track racing.
You got anybody to thank?
I guess my wife for letting me do this. I'm actually doing all this to, I love racing. I've been wanting to do iRacing for a few years now. I mean, I'm actually a local racer at my local track in North Carolina. We're not racing currently because of all what's going on, so this is keeping me occupied from the real racing circuit. But without her support in doing this, I wouldn't be iRacing. And obviously, I got to give a little shout out to my little son, my 1-year-old son. He loves watching me do this. He will eventually be doing this, and I will sit back and let him take the reins of it. But just my family, pretty much, and everybody, and obviously Ryan for throwing this whole league together. Without him, we wouldn't be here, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, well, it was nice having a word with you.
Thank you. You too, guys.
Good job, bro.
It was a pleasure to finally meet you guys.
Tell you
Yeah.
what. Awesome. Gotta ask, you said North Carolina, what track you race at?
I race at Wake County Speedway in Raleigh, North Carolina, and
All right.
well, if this COVID thing didn't happen, we were also going to take our I'm a U.S. Legend car driver, so like the 1937 bootlegger cars. In a way,
Well, I'm
we
only
were
50 minutes from Charlotte, so
Well,
I'm in that area.
I'm not going to Charlotte to race because I don't have the money to do it.
Yeah, they down that area. But I feel you on the racetrack thing, and not to say anything bad. Hopefully, we can all get back to it, and a certain person that's keeping us away from all this will let us, our state, get back to it and get back to racing, man.
I understand. I look at it this way. When I race, I'm not trying to be rude when I go to a racetrack, but when I go to a racetrack, I kind of focus on me and nobody else around, because it's you in the car. Like, you got to
drag
do.
race, man. I'm with you.
Yeah. But during this whole time, and especially with having our 1-year-old son, spending a lot more time with family, and the bond with my son, and I'll go out and work on my car, and my son sees it, he lights up. Whether he wants to do it or not, it's there for him whenever he wants to, if he wants to do it. But that's my goal, is to have him as my future driver one day.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, man, again, congratulations on that second place.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, there you go. That's always good. I always like hearing things like that, stories and said, well, this guy right here, what a thrilling finish. Kevin, Joanna Booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you what, you had probably one of the oldest tires out there. Did you think you were going to be able to hold off, David?
Absolutely not. I mean, they had fresh tires. They're great drivers. It's just had to hold in there, put pedal to the metal.
Absolutely, and it come to the line. I mean, it was a wild one. I mean, y'all were side by side, and just sheet metal to sheet metal there. It was wild. I think maybe do you think maybe if there been one more lap, think he might have got around you?
Oh yeah, he would have got around me probably outside turn 1. I mean, like I said, I was super tight coming out of 4, and I gave it all it's got. But like I said, they're great drivers, so they would have got me.
Hey, no doubt about it, but you had a pit strategy. It played out. You're able to put it in victory lane here tonight and pick up a little money here from the JSexcel Construction. That's always good to pocket a little bit of that. So, hey, put it in here at Dover for the RSR Racing League. Anybody want to thank for the win?
Yeah, well, first I'd like to thank my fiance, who's been, my biggest cheerleader, and then my guys at Jetsman Racing. I mean, calming my nerves for the last 10 laps, helped me out with pit strategy going through. I couldn't do without them.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we're here for the Schaefer Graphics Victory Lane winner here tonight, Kevin. Kevin, man, again, congratulations on that win here at Dover.
You, sir. Great broadcast. I appreciate you guys.
Tell you what, right there. Well, I tell you what, Corey, man, what a wild one. We saw pit strategies cause a heck of a finish. And
tire strategy.
I mean, it was just everything you can ask for in a race there, rounded it up. But we're going to leave Dover here. You got any final thoughts?
I mean, I just hope next week at Homestead we have right? We're going to Homestead next week. I hope at Homestead we got as good of a race as we had tonight.
Absolutely.
I don't think we can match it, though.
Gonna be a hard one here, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna leave here tonight, folks. I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. The RSR Racing League and that man Kevin right there put in victory lane. For myself and Corey, everybody, have a good night.